Now let's get the total stock price per item. As you can see, there are still question marks here. So all we have to do is to highlight it and then just press the delete button. Now that the question marks are gone, let's proceed to our formula. For this one, we just have to multiply the item price to the stocks. Then let's type the equal and the product. Then let's click the cells we want to multiply. And then press the enter. Now all we have to do is to drag this down. And then as you can see, we already got our answers. Now let's proceed to the overall total. For this one, we just have to use the sum formula. And then highlight our total stock price per item cells. And then press enter. And that's it. We got the overall total and the total stock price per item.
So now let's talk about the total sales for specific item. So as you can see, we have here the item price and the total items sold. So all we need to do is multiply the item price to the total items sold, equal, open parenthesis, B5 multiply to E5. And then close parenthesis, and when you press the enter, you can get the answer. So ganun lang yung gagawin nyo hanggang sa matapos nyo yung item price. So another example, equal, open parenthesis, B6 multiply to E6, and then close parenthesis, enter. So again, for the last one, equal, open parenthesis, B10 multiply to E10, and then close parenthesis, enter. So now we need to get the overall total for total sales for specific item. So all we need to do to get the overall total for total sales for specific item, we have here the cell F5 to cell F10, equal, open parenthesis, F5 plus F6 plus F7 plus F8 plus F9 plus F10, and then close parenthesis. When you press enter, you can get the overall total.
To get the total stock remaining, you will minus the stock and the total items sold. To do this, you need to encode equal, open parenthesis, C where the column stock at, then pipe, minus E where the total items sold at, then pipe, then close parenthesis, and enter. There you have it. You had the total stock remaining. You can drag this, but I will do it manually. So and there you have it. To get the overall total remaining stock, you will do is add the total remaining stock at the column G. To do this, you need to encode equal, open parenthesis, G5 plus G6 plus G7 plus G8 plus G9 plus G10. Then close parenthesis, and there you have it, the overall total remaining.
To find the total price of all items, simply add the item price, then use the formula sum open parenthesis B5 column B10 then close parenthesis, and drag it down to find the other item's price. This will give us all the total price of all items. To find the overall total for stock items, simply apply the formula sum open parenthesis C5 column C10 then close parenthesis, and that will get us the answers.
Since now we're looking for the overall total items sold, we'll be adding all of the total items sold from the column E from cell E5 to E10. Now we'll be using sum open parenthesis E5 to E10 and close parenthesis. Once entered, we'll be having our answer.
When calculating the total prices for all the stock items, locate the individual stock prices in column D. The sum of these prices can be easily obtained by using this formula. Sum, open parenthesis, D5, colon, and D10, and close parenthesis. And then press enter, and voila! You have the comprehensive total stock prices for the specific items. As we search for the highest total price among all stock items, focus your attention on column D. To find this maximum value, utilize the formula max open parenthesis D5 colon and D10 and close parenthesis. After entering the formula, press enter. You promptly obtain the answer for the highest total price for the specific stock item.
Since now we're looking for the lowest total price of all the stock items, all of the total stock price per item will be found at the column D from cell D5 to D10. Since we're looking for the lowest total price of all the stock items, we'll be using minimum open parenthesis D5 to D10, and there we'll have our minimum or our lowest total price of all the stock items. And now for the average of amount of all the items, all of the item price will be found at the column B from cell B5 to B10. Since we're looking for the average, we'll be using average open parenthesis B5 to B10, and there we'll get our answer for the average of amount of all the items.